Hello everybody, this is 53 Plays here. Welcome to part 2 of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. We've just landed in Borgin Burkes, and we don't really know what to do next, so let's go ahead and we'll explore around this place a little bit. You can see that there are a bunch of cupboards and cabinets. We can actually go ahead and search these cupboards. And here we get a pumpkin pastry. It recovers your stamina a little bit. Over here, we have a lot of books and a lot of doohickeys. There's a door which we can't even open. It's kind of restricted to us. We have this cabinet right here, which has a disgusting bean. Sick! And if you walk past this skull right here, it just shrieks at us. Also, yeah, by the way, the R button lets you go into first-person mode, so you can just kind of tilt your stick and look around everywhere in first-person mode. And also, we get this thing over here. This is a save game scroll. To save your game, walk up to the scroll and press A to confirm your save. Saving in a save game scroll anytime will overwrite any previous progress. So let's go ahead and save our game. And let's see what else there is. We have a cabinet right here. A plum Birdie Bot's bean. And let's keep walking around. Now, notice I'm walking rather slowly. I'm not running or anything. Because, look right here. See this? This is a brown, I forget what you call this, but it's a brown hand, which looks kind of spooky. What this does is if you're by it and you run and don't walk slowly, you'll take a bit of damage from a shockwave it sends out. And I would not recommend that. So whenever you're by this hand, walk slowly normally or sneak by it. But for now, let's go ahead and go to this black cabinet right here. Oh no, Harry, hide! And look, it's Draco Malfoy and Lucius.
It's Lucius and Draco Malfoy.
Touch nothing, Draco. Ah, Mr. Borgin.
Mr. Malfoy, what a pleasure to see you again.
The Ministry of Magic is conducting more raids, and I have a few more items like this at home that might embarrass me.
Items that you are willing to sell?
Correct. I'll expect you tomorrow at the manor to pick them up. Good day.
Good day, Mr. Malfoy.
So as you can see right there, after we open this door up, this little wall has opened up behind us. We can go down here, but if you reach the end here, there's going to be a dead end right here. So we can't do anything right here. So where we need to go is we need to go back to this little pedestal right here. And this is actually, believe it or not, a spell book. If it has that light, if it has those lights glowing around it, it means it's a spell book. So let's go ahead and pick it up. And this will be our basically first new spell in this game. Let's find out what it is. This is Lumos, the lighting your wand spell. So whenever you gain a spell, you can assign it from your Remember All with B, Y, or X. So let's close out of that. And I'll just kind of flip through this for a sec. You can pause the screen and read it. Okay, so let's go to Remember All. And you can see it's right there next to Flipendo. Let's go ahead and equip it with Y, because historically I've always been using it with Y every time I've played it. So we're done here pretty much. Oh, I was pressing the R button for some reason. Okay, let's go ahead and actually save. And let's go ahead and go through. So with Lumos, we can use it to eliminate this dark area.
Lumos!
And if you go over here, you can see there's a little glowing portion of the wall. We can use it with A to push it aside. And we go through, and this area is now permanently gone. We can no longer go back there. So let's go ahead and actually open this chest. And this is just a pumpkin pastry. it's kind of useless because we're at full health. Now, if you go around this corner, check this out. Look at this guy right here. Yeah, we get a little, what can we call it? A gnome or something? Not a gnome, but like some kind of magical creature. So we need to avoid these vases that are being tossed out of the side of the cabinets. We need to use our L button to make the targets around the vases on top and knock them out with Flipendo. And of course, you have to dodge the vases, and I didn't. Alright, let's go ahead. Knock that out. Knock that out. And knock out this creature. Actually, took that vase. I didn't get that one. Alright, so we can climb up this by just running up to it with the control stick. And we can see that there's already one of these guys in its cage. The other one has escaped. So we need to climb down and put this little sucker back in its cage. Knock it out with Flipendo. And we can just pick it up and drop it back in its cage. Just like that. And yep, you can't get out, little guy. You're stuck there forever. Unless that shopkeeper comes back here. Also, yeah, those creatures will like chatter non-stop in this area, so just ignore those noises that they make. So if we go to the left here, normally you'd go to the left if you have a fork in the road, so let's go to the left here. You can see we have a pedestal with some lights, with some auroras coming out of it. We have a hole in the sky, so this is actually Hedwig's pedestal. If we press A, we can call our little pet owl.
Hedwig!
And there's Hedwig right there. So this now says, Ilops Premium Owl Treats, the best thing for a happy, healthy owl. So Hedwig needs a little something to eat, so we need to go find her a little treat. So we need to go to this other side of this area. We have another one of these little skull heads. Yeah, it's kind of spooky. So in this chest is what looks like a rat, but it's actually an owl treat. So yeah, encourages them to do favors for you. So we can go back to the other side, and we can feed this owl treat to Hedwig.
Here you go.
Also note that favors in that previous message was the British spelling. So let's see. Hedwig is now going to fly up here, and she is actually going to give us a ladder.
Brilliant. Thanks, Hedwig.
So we can go over to this ladder right here and press A to climb, and we can just move our control stick up to climb up, and we can tell it down to climb down. Go around the corner here, and we can get this treasure chest, and it will have another Witches and Wizards card. I believe this is number 98, if I recall correctly.
Number 98.
Yes, it is.
Firmage.
Dimphna Firmage, famously abducted by pixies while on vacation in Cornwall, and lived in immortal dread of them thereafter. Okay, so enough of that. Now this area, we're in the attic right now. Let's walk this way. Ah, but that's the trick. We need to use Lumos. And it will show those floor panels that are bad, so we can bypass them and go through this crawl space. And let's go through this door. So they teach you a lot of the basic moves you have to do in this game, in this area of the game. Diagon Alley and the burrow. So right here, we can wall sneak. To keep a low profile, you can sneak by pressing Harry up against walls. You can also cast a spell whilst peeking around corners. So we can press A to wall sneak, and we can go past these boxes and barrels. And we can also peek around the corner by tilting to the left or right and press the Flipendo spell. And we can go down here. We need to push this box. We can grab it and then pull it back. And we have a switch right here which we can press. It's going to unlock that gate for us. Huh, little jump there. Alright, so press A to wall sneak, and we can now go through this gate that was closed. We can also hit this trash can right here to get some beans. We also have a wizard card right here.
Number 5. Gulliver Pokebeak.
Okay, number 5. We can press this switch to unlock this door. Moves those planks aside, and we can go through that door finally. Okay, so jump over there, and we can go through this door, and this takes us to Diagon Alley. So this pretty much plays like the same like the book and the movie. You start out with the Dursleys or the whoever it is in the burrow, and then you go to Diagon Alley, and then you eventually get to Hogwarts, which we will in a couple parts later. So now here we are in Diagon Alley. We have a save scroll right here. I kind of like to look through the gates sometimes. I really like the environment they gave right here, because there are lots of areas that we can't go to, but I like the graphics in this setting right here. This is Moribund's, which is closed.
Nope, not through there.
Nope, not through there. And in here, let's see, was there a door over here? There's Moribund's. Oh, it's 2 locations across the street. That's kind of weird. So we go through this tunnel, and we end up here in the main alleyway. And with Ginny Weasley.
Harry, we hoped you'd only gone one fireplace too far. I was frantic with worry.
What's wrong, Ginny? You don't look very happy.
No powder went wrong, and I dropped all my things in the fireplaces I passed.
Would you like me to go and look for them?
That's so kind of you, Harry, but I think you'll need to get your things first. What was on your school list?
A copy of the Standard Book of Spells, Grade 2, from Flourish and Blots, and a new potion bar from Mole Peppers.
Well, let's all go to Flourish and Blots then. Oh, and you might need this. It fell into the hearth when you used the flu powder.
Thanks, Mrs. Weasley.
Come on, Harry. Let's go to Flourish and Blots.
Seemed like Harry had something else on his mind right there. Alright, so we need to go to Flourish and Blots. Let's first go ahead and explore Diagon Alley right here. This shop we have here is Madame Malkin's Robes for All Occasions, which is locked.
Can't get in that way.
No business today. I can see that. If we go up these stairs, we have these barrels down here. You can actually hit these with Flipendo, but it does nothing whatsoever right now. They'll just kind of jump up and down. They'll bounce. And let's talk to this lady right here. Okay, there you are.
Ever read Gadding with Ghouls by Gilderoy Lockhart, Mr. Potter? It's a cracking good read.
I can see that, ma'am. We can go over here. You can't go in this building, but I kind of wish you could, because it seems, it's really big and stuff. Wish you could. We have some more barrels over here, which we can't hit quite yet. Also, we can look through that gate, and we can see kind of a little corridor there. And we have our main shops of the alley. What's this guy have to say?
Do I know you? Oh, yes. You're the famous Harry Potter. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. This is Mr. Molepepper's apothecary. We'll be coming here a little bit later, because we have to buy something in there. It's a potion vial. This is the Magical Menagerie. We can go ahead and go in there if we wanted to right now. However, I don't want to show the loading screen because there are going to be some barrels that will prevent us from going inside to do some more important business, so we're not going to go in there right now. We have right here, we have Florian Fortescue's Ice Cream Parlor, which is locked. We have Quality Quidditch Supplies, which is closed. We have Wiseacre's Wizarding Equipment, which is also locked. And down here we have Gamble and Jake's Wizarding Joke Shop, which is also closed. Now this is Flourish and Blots right here, but we'll go there in just a second. First off, over here is the Ilops Owl Emporium, where they sell those owl treats, which is also closed. And over here is a little courtyard leading to the Leaky Cauldron. It's open, but we're not going to go in there quite yet. Let's go ahead and save our progress. And let's go ahead and let's speak to Mrs. Dursley right here. Or not Dursley, I forget her name.
Don't forget to buy your standard book of spells from Flourish and Blots, Harry. Gilderoy Lockhart's coming to do a book signing soon, so you'll best go there before it gets too busy.
Okay, and Ginny?
Oh, please find my things, Harry.
Yeah, I will as soon as I get my spellbook, Ginny. So here we go inside Flourish and Blots to get our spellbook. And this is kind of like the library of Diagon Alley. And so we're going to go ahead and get that. Right there. There it is right there. But let's go ahead and look and see what's around over here first. Okay. There's a patron.
Butterbeer's the best drink in the entire wizarding world.
I've never had butterbeer before, but I take that recommendation pretty well. Okay, what do you have to say? You can also tilt up on your C-stick to zoom in and then tilt down to zoom out. What do you have to say?
Ever read Gadding with Ghouls by
So the same
Gilderoy
thing as the other
Lockhart,
lady.
Mr. Potter? It's a cracking good read.
Did you say anything else?
Gilderoy Lockhart is a 5-time winner of Witch Weekly's Most Charming Smile Award. And when you meet him face to face, you can see why.
Okay, yeah. Some of the folks in Diagon Alley will say like the same thing, but that's pretty much what the ladies say, as far as I'm concerned. So here's the spell book. It costs actually just 1 sickle, and we have 1 sickle left to spend. Actually, that one thing that the lady gave to us by Borgin Burkes was our 1 sickle. So let's go ahead and purchase this book.
How much is this book?
The Standard Book of Spells, Grade 2, by Miranda Goshawk. Ah, now that would be 1 sickle.
I'd like to buy that, please.
Thank you. With the knowledge contained in this book, you'll be able to cast more powerful spells. Here's a helpful hint from the book, just for you. Build up the power on your wand and cast it when the spell is ready. But be careful. Don't overpower your spells, or you could end up in a spot of trouble.
Alright, let's go ahead and flip this really quick. You can pause your screen to read it. There's Flipendo's information. And Lumos. So yeah, when we get more spells in the game, they're going to be detailed in the spell book. So now that we have the spell book, we can actually go ahead and do more powerful variations of our spells. We can do more powerful Lumos and more powerful Flipendo. You can hold X down for your Flipendo spell, and let's see what this does.
Flipendo!
So yeah, you can actually do more powerful Flipendos if you hold it down, and it'll cause Harry to actually kind of shout the spell out. I'll show you again.
Flipendo! Ooh.
And actually, if your Flipendo turns purple, it can actually kind of rebound against the wall and come back at you. So let's try Lumos.
Lumos!
Okay, not quite as exciting as Flipendo. So let's go ahead and go out. Let's go back out and talk to Ginny and whatever her name is. After this screen finishes loading, of course.
Well, Harry, did you get your book?
Yes, Mrs. Weasley. I can't wait to try out what I've learned. Where did you lose your things, Ginny?
I think I dropped my brass scales when I passed the fireplace in the magical menagerie. My new quill definitely fell into the back of Gamble and James. And I'm sure I saw Hagrid when I lost my speller tape. So I think that must be in the leaky cauldron.
Magical menagerie, Gamble and Japes, and the leaky cauldron. Got it.
We really appreciate this, Harry. It is so kind of you to do this for Ginny.
Yes, Harry. Thanks so much. Now go on, show us what you can do with your new spells. Bet you can smash those barrels over there.
We certainly can. So if we actually don't have to hold our spell down, our X button down, to smash the barrels. We can just press X with a simple tap. And out comes 2 sickles. Okay, so let's go ahead right now. Let's go ahead and smash those barrels that we saw earlier. And let's get some coins out of it. Let's get some currency out of them. Let's get some money. You can also use the L target function. You don't necessarily have to though. It makes it a little bit easier to find a target, but it's not required or anything. So let's go up here and let's hit these barrels and get 3 sickles out of there. I kind of wish Harry could run a little bit faster, but I'm fine with the speed he goes in this game. I guess it's one little flaw I have with the game here, but it's still one of my favorites nonetheless. Okay, so right now I'm going to go ahead and save right here. This will be it for part 2, so in the next part we'll go ahead and find those 3 items that Ginny lost in those 3 shops. So until part 3, this is 53 Plays, saying I hope you have a great day, and stay tuned for part 3, everybody. Take care.